What's up guys, C2113 here, and today we're going to be unboxing the Ausranvik 26 quart portable DC refrigerator. Alright guys, so this is the Ausranvik 26 quart portable refrigerator. Now, the video is from a slightly different perspective because unfortunately the box is so big, it's going to be kind of hard to show the whole thing on camera, but I'll try to move it around. I'm actually not in front of the camera this time, I'm behind it just so that I can give you as much of the view of the box as possible and I'm not going to get in the way. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing open. And I will leave, as always, the link for this thing in the description. But of course, you can always wait until my full review before you make a decision. Either way, let's get into this box. So, on Amazon, I was able to pick this thing up for around $2.79, give or take. I believe that's the standard price for this thing. I already took it out of the main box because, good lord, that would never fit on camera. Alright. Go ahead and open this thing up. Definitely when compared to the Dometic, which is considered to be the gold standard for these portable compressor-based refrigerator freezers, this is a lot cheaper. And although the reviews were very good, I haven't seen anyone actually talk about this in a video or anything like that. So seeing that I needed one of these anyway, I figured, why don't I go ahead and give you guys a look at everything and tell you my take and see how it really works. Now, there were some that were even cheaper than this that were going for, oh god, there was a sale that they had one. It was a flash sale on Amazon that was going for like 160 bucks. I think it was the Alpacool unit. That one has so many bad reviews, I can't even count. So I decided to go with one that had some reviews. Of course, I can always return things, but it's a hassle. And being that I need this for an upcoming trip, I figured why not go with something that probably will be pretty decent. So here's the unit. There's the inside space. You know, you've got your warmer side over here, and then you've got the side with the direct evap coil right around inside here. So this side's going to get colder. You know, what usually people say is you put like fresh vegetables and fruits or things that you don't want to have any chance of getting frostbitten over here, and things that you can risk getting a little bit of ice on, you're going to leave them in this compartment because this is the one that's directly cooled. Now let's go ahead and see what's in this box. Okay, there's our power adapter. So we have both a 12-volt direct cord here, your cigarette lighter port, and you also have an AC power cord, which is very nice. So if you're going to be taking this traveling, you can use it in the car to keep your food cold, and then when you get to your hotel, you can plug it right into the wall. Let's see what's in here. Okay, yeah, that's the power brick. So this end goes in, and that's your DC out. So basically, it's the same plug as on the direct DC here. This is just an AC to DC adapter. That's pretty much it. We'll leave that out for now. Move that to the side. I'll try to show you guys a little bit more of this unit. Let me back it up for you. So obviously this side's a little bit heavier since all the compressor and the condenser coil and everything is mounted on this side, so it's going to be heavier. But the imbalance is not too bad, especially once you end up putting your stuff in there. It's going to be a little bit better. I'll tell you what, I want you guys to be able to see the whole thing before I go any further. So I'm going to try and adjust the camera angle, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do for you, just because of the limitations of my equipment. But you can see here is your control panel. It's got a little protective film on here. I'm already going to tell you, obviously, it's going to take time for me to do the review, but I can already tell you I'm not a fan of this glossy black plastic here. That is going to get scratched and look dirty. You know, I think glossy black plastic is just the thorn up the ass of modern design. I mean, really, there's just an overuse of glossy black plastic. But anyway, here you've got your control panel, and you even have a USB charging port, which is pretty neat. That's very nice. And that's pretty much it. And before I plug it in and give you the preview here, I want to show you in the bottom there is also a water drain. So when it's time to defrost the unit to remove any built up frost, or if you have any water or any spills or whatever, or you just want to rinse out the inside, you can go ahead and rinse it out and remove this drain plug on the inside, and it's got some O-rings on there. Also, there does appear to be a nice LED light on the inside, so we're going to go ahead and see that live in action now. And the lid, it is simple plastic. There is a basic seal around the inside of it. It's just a foam seal. It doesn't seem super insulated, unfortunately, but it doesn't seem absolutely hollow either. So considering that one of the big advertising points of this thing is that it can stay cool inside even after it's shut off for up to 10 hours, that's pretty good. So hopefully that means there's at least a decent amount of insulation. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and get this hooked up to AC power, and we'll run through the interface and see how it works. All right, guys, so I've got the unit plugged in here, and I haven't started it up yet, but I got you a close view on the control panel, so we're going to go over some of the basics, including a quick tip, how to change this unit from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Something that's not shown in the manual, but definitely is important if you're like me and don't use Celsius. All right, to start the unit up, press and hold the power button. As you can see, it starts up, and you can change your temperature settings here. You can see I'm changing it. It's in Celsius right now. I'll go over how to change that in just a second. I just want to go over the basics. This settings icon here will allow you to change between max and eco. Realistically, you're just going to want to stay in max. Eco slows down the rotational speed of the compressor, but that just means it has to run more often. So in the end, you don't save that much, if any, energy at all. So I'd say just leave it on max so the time that the compressor's not on is longer, i.e. those gaps where the compressor's not running are a little bit longer, so you get more absolute silence, if you will. Also, the controls will time out on their own, as you can see, indicated by that lock. To unlock the controls, just press and hold the lock icon button, and it'll allow you to change your temperature once again and modify your settings. Now, you can see on screen that there's a battery indicator. Now that's actually indicating battery charge level based on incoming voltage. So it's not really an issue here because I'm plugged into a power adapter directly to AC power, but when you're in a car or you're hooked up to a battery, that's going to be very useful to determine how much power you've got left. And if you see here in the instruction manual, it actually gives you a full breakdown of what all the power settings mean. So you can see here for 12 volt batteries, which is what most people are going to be using, you can see here what all the battery level icons mean. In addition, there is low battery voltage protection. So when the battery voltage gets to a certain level, the unit will shut off to protect the battery and prevent you from having a dead battery that's too low to allow you to start your car. Now, of course, we need to go over how to change this thing to Fahrenheit, because if you're like me and you live in the US, Celsius is pretty much useless. Hit the lock button to unlock the controls, then press and hold the power button to shut the unit off. Once the unit's off, press and hold the settings button. You'll now see CF flash on the screen. Toggle with the plus and the minus button to get to Celsius or Fahrenheit. Once Fahrenheit is selected, let it time out. You've now set your fridge to Fahrenheit. You should be good to go. Now, if we restart the unit, you'll see that it's reading a current temperature internally of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So now you're in Fahrenheit. So anyway, guys, I'm going to have to use this thing to give you my honest take. Sitting here and telling you, wow, it feels nice in my hand and it feels sturdy. That's absolutely useless. It's not going to give you a real take on this thing. I am about to leave for a week-long trip to the beach down south, and that's going to give me a perfect opportunity to see how this performs in the car when I'm taking food down there, and also how it performs day to day if I'm keeping things frozen or refrigerated, to see how it performs and how regulated the temperature really is. Because again, if that temperature control system isn't capable of holding the temperature accurately, then obviously that's not very useful, is it? Almost forgot there, I didn't really give you a look inside with the LED light on. But as you can see, it's a simple LED light, but it does light up the interior so you can see what you're doing. I know a lot of these cheaper ones usually don't come with a light, so that's a nice touch. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, be sure to give me a like. If you have any questions, comments, or if you have this fridge yourself and you want to let me know about how it's been working for you, be sure to leave that below. And if you want to see more, including my full review in the future, be sure to get subscribed.